My name is Milo Thomas Ewan. I'm 22 and I'm currently living in Cape Town, South Africa, and the year is 2021. I was born in Dundee, Scotland on the 26th of March 1998. My parents' names are Gavin and Valerie, and my sister's name is Cassie. I moved to Cape Town with my mom and dad when I was about 8 months old. We moved around a lot because my dad's a builder, so we would renovate a house, sell it and move on. So I've stayed in a lot of different parts of Cape Town, which is pretty cool. I'm privileged to have come from a pretty diverse background where I've interacted with people from different countries and have family from around the world. And yeah, just chatting to them and hearing about their life, like where they grew up, is completely different to mine. Not just the time, but also the place. In 2019, I took a trip to Vietnam with my sister Cassie. We didn't really want to stay in like the commercial areas and big cities and stuff. Kind of went to the less tourist places. So that led us to this lady in Sapa in the mountains in like north of Vietnam. And we stayed with her and her family in her cabin in the mountains. I definitely feel like I lie within the realm of just taking pictures, like walking around and trying to set up a scene that's already there, or a bit more candid. And I think shoots are really cool, and I'd love to do them. I've had like plans to do some, but it's the same thing of just having short attention span. You start setting it up, and then there's all these details that you need to iron out, and then you end up I end up just not following through with it because it takes a bit more time, and I lose my concentration and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that's why I like more candid stuff, just walking around and then creating a scene when you see one. I think that's maybe where inspiration for me lies in taking pictures. Is just finding things that are out of the norm for me, and what I think is really cool and interesting, and that I don't see all the time. And I think that's always like really pretty. I think definitely when I'm in another country for the first time, a lot of the time when I take a picture of something, it's because it's the first time I'm seeing that. So I know it's probably the same scenario for a lot of other people. So I just think maybe that's a pretty cool thing about being in a country you've never been before, and being around people you've never really had the experience, or even knowledge that most of these things existed and cultures and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that's definitely something cool. It's just showing people like yourself and maybe people completely different to you that there's like a whole nother world out there, and yeah, it's just stuff that you honestly don't really know that existed. Cape Town's a very creative place. It's kind of like being a small fish in a big pond. But in a way, I think that's kind of cool. That gives you a sense of freedom where you don't have to feel like you need to make everything refined. I kind of like that it's just me kind of messing around by myself. It just gives me time to chill and think. I don't think I'd want to turn it into a career or anything. I kind of just like it as a hobby. I think that's the reason why I don't share a lot of it. It's because I just like doing it because it's fun. My name's Milo Thomas Ewan, and the year is 2021.